Thank you so much, and good evening, everyone, and thank you, Secretary Trujillo, for inviting me to participate in this urgent census matter before us. And later, I am ready to make some calls to Native folks, urging them to self-report and to fully participate in the 2020 census. I am as alarmed as all of you today because of another obstacle the administration has put before us: disruption of the constitutional census. The latest decision to significantly shorten data collection, combined with the global pandemic, doing that during this really terrible health crisis, it only compounds what already exists. In 2010, there was an approximate 5% undercount among Native New Mexicans, and this worries me. This is what I've done. On July 31st, I co-signed a letter to our Democratic leaders condemning the administration's plan to stop early in-person census counting. In it, I recounted that I had had dinner with Census Bureau Director Dillingham last year, and he promised me that we would have a complete count, and I can see that promise is being broken today. He understands the importance of the needs in Indian country. He even visited Tohajali, which is in my district, and saw how it's one of the many, many Native communities that do not always have Wi-Fi and telephone service. How some have to pick up their mail miles away, and at the grocery store, how their dirt roads are impassable in bad weather. How they have to move around with their cell phones and determine where in their house or outside they have a good signal for the day. This administration is clearly determined to keep Native Americans and other communities of color far, far behind, and we just can't have that. I'm co-chair of the Congressional Native American Caucus. I joined the Tri-Caucus by co-signing a letter on August 1st to the House and Senate leaders urging them to extend the deadline to October 31st as the Census Bureau had previously announced. This would extend the deadline for delivering data for apportionment and redistricting and allow time for self-response and non-self-response follow-up activities. On Thursday, August 6th, I also co-signed a letter CPC Chair Jayapal originated. That's the Congressional Progressive Caucus. It went to House and Senate leadership and requests that the next COVID-19 relief package extend statutory reporting deadlines for apportionment and redistricting data and allocate $400 million to address continued 2020 census challenges and modify the deadline to transmit state population totals April 30th, 2021. Last Friday, August 7th, I co-sponsored Chairwoman Maloney's updated census deadline extension bill to modify the deadline for completing the 2020 decennial census of population and related tabulations. My fellow New Mexicans, take the census because New Mexico absolutely counts. And Secretary, I'm ready to make those calls.